2017 Camry hood latch problems and replacements. So basically, if you go to pull your hood latch release lever and your hood doesn't open up, first thing you want to do is look underneath. It has a little cable with a little steel kind of ball at the end of it. Make sure that's in there. Make sure that's in right, and make sure when you're pulling this, it's enough tension to pull the hood release from the front of the car. This is the front of the car. So this problem on this car is that it releases, but when you go to reach in here and lift the lever up, it doesn't go up. So you could get a pry bar in here and manually open this by pulling this part open. I'm gonna go ahead and open it. And basically the problem with this one is that it's like jammed, and it won't open like this. It just doesn't do it. And I don't know if it's bent or what, but anyways, I'm gonna replace it because it just, when you go to use the lever, it's just been bent too much right here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and replace it. So how we're gonna do this is we're gonna get this cover off with these plastic pins, or fasteners, I guess they're called, or whatever, clips. What I do is I get a small flathead and I just pop them out. Basically, you just press the center on them, and when the center is pushed down, it'll make them loosen up a little bit, and then you could just get underneath and pop them out. They go all on the left and right on this cover. So we'll go ahead and get all these out. Once all of them are out, then you can just lift this up. It shouldn't be a problem at all. It should just come right off. And then here's our latch. Just a couple of 10mm bolts, really. There's about 3 of them holding this thing on, as well as the cable attached to it. There's these little bolt covers that need to come off on the bottom one. This cable will need to be disconnected, but I'll show you how to do it. It's really not that bad. This whole job isn't that bad at all, actually. But first we're going to get these 10mm bolts off. I got my 10mm here. And I'm not going to force you to watch me unscrew them all, but basically I got that one off. I'm going to get this one off. And the one on the bottom as well. The one on the bottom, you probably can't really use a wrench. You're going to need a socket because it has that cover on it, like I said. So just like a regular 10mm socket, you can get in there. Alright, got that out. And save these bolts. Okay, you're gonna have to just wiggle this out. This cable's attached to it. Not a big deal. This cable comes off pretty easy. What you're gonna do is just pop it out of its little placeholder spot. There's like a little guide, this little metal guide. It fits into it, sits in. Just pop it out of here. I recommend using a small flathead or something of the like. Just pop it out of its place. And then once that's out of its place, you could get the little metal ball on the end out. Same thing, you just kind of maneuver it out of its spot. Make sure that cable, though, is intact. And yeah, so when you get your new one, you'll get a whole new one of these. I got mine from Toyota. Here's my part number. I don't know if you can get these aftermarket, to be honest. So if you know, I mean, I would assume probably. It doesn't seem like that complex. But I'm going to go ahead and put it in. First, I'm going to connect this little ball. Basically do the reverse of what I did. As you can see, I got the little ball end in place. I know it's not the easiest to see with the camera, but basically I got the ball in and then I got the guide back in. Like that. And then we get this in place and we put our 10mm bolts in. Just line it up. Make sure it's lined up right. Make sure it's not crooked or nothing. I put my 10mm bolts back in. get them tightened down. They don't need to be mega tight. You'll probably snap them if you try to get them mega tight. Just, pretty snug is fine. I don't have the torque specs, so if anybody knows them, they could put them in the comments. But yeah, that's it, guys.